Oh my God, this cake, holy this is one of the best cakes I've ever eaten. Oh my God. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Roll for Cake. No, I'm not wearing a shirt and no, I won't put one on. For those new to the channel, my name is Christian. I'm an amateur baker. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. I just have very basic baking skills. I make some weird combinations of recipes and hopefully it turns out good. Quickly, for the uninitiated, what we do here at Roll for Cake is we roll 4 20-sided dice, each one relating to a category. Depending on the numbers that come up on those 4 dice, creates the cake combination we're gonna make in this week's episode. Hopefully, based on the combinations we got for this week's episode, it can try and make up for the disaster that was last week's. And a refresh on what we've been tasked with creating today is a Biscoff Tres Leches with a Pandan Fudge. Now, a question most of you are having right now, including myself when I rolled this, is what is a Tres Leches? Now, it's been gaining some popularity recently. It's been kind of viral on all sorts of different social medias. It's a very popular dessert and has been for a while across Mexico and then Central and South America. It's Spanish and literally translates to 3 milks. Actually very similar to an angel food or a chiffon cake, which we've made here and here. It's made by folding a meringue into a cake batter, which creates this very light, very airy sponge. What makes this different from those other cakes is that that milk mixture is poured into the cake and is allowed to soak in, which creates this ultra moist, almost custardy-like rich, indulgent cake. Quick sidebar, I'll give you 5 seconds to name 3 different milks. Now, if you said some variation of low fat, no fat, full cream, high calcium, high protein, soy, light, skim, omega-3, high calcium and vitamin D and folate or extra dollop, firstly, you're Australian. Secondly, you're wrong. The 3 milks in question are evaporated, condensed, and regular full cream milk. Now, combining this moist, custardy-like cake with the spicy sweetness of Biscoff, I think we're into a real winner here. Okay, I spoke a lot more about milk than I was expecting to, but that covers that part. The other half of the roll was the Pandan Fudge. Now, most of you probably know fudge is fudge. It's this dense, sweet, chocolatey-like confection that's made with butter and sugar and chocolate. It's heated up and cooked and then allowed to cool, and you end up with this really lovely bite. Now we're combining this and elevating fudge by the addition of Pandan. Now, I wasn't super familiar with Pandan going into this. I have seen bits and pieces online. It's gaining popularity, but it has been very popular in Southeast Asian desserts for a very long period of time. It's a very fragrant tropical leaf in Southeast Asian desserts, and it's kind of this grassy, almost vanilla-esque flavor. So we have this rich, creamy, spiced, indulgent cake with this dense fudge with this smooth vanilla-like flavor. These flavors should hopefully go well together. Texturally, I don't know how a soft, moist, custardy-like cake is gonna go with a dense fudge. So texturally, it might be a bit weird, or it could add some bite, it could add some chew that's lacking from a very soft cake. So I really don't know what to make of it. Individually, they sound great. Together, I really don't know. There's only one way to find out. Let's make it. Yeah, these came together really easily. The fudge is super simple. It's like one of those one pot recipes. Honestly, you just chuck everything in, you cook it, you pour it out, you let it cool, done. It's this very toxic, waste green color, which is not the most appealing. Obviously going into this, Pandan's green, so it makes sense that it's gonna have a green color. Other than that, the fudge looks great, the consistency looks great, and it came together super easily. The Biscoff cake, also really easy. There's a few steps involved, making the meringue, folding that through, baking, allowing it to cool, making the milk mixture, pouring that in, allowing that to soak, spreading the Biscoff over the top, which you have to be very delicate when spreading the Biscoff, because otherwise the top of the cake gets torn off, and then making the Biscoff whipped cream, spreading that's easy, and crumbling on top. So there's a few steps, but it looks amazing. It looks so soft, so delicate, so moist, and it wasn't difficult to put together. Separately, these things look great. Together though, they don't look like they belong. I just hope that they taste like they do. But only one way to find out. Okay, cutting that was tough. The cake is super light, but that fudge is dense as f. Wish me luck. Holy f. Oh my God. This cake, holy f. This is one of the best cakes I've ever eaten. Oh my God. You can taste the pandan, but it's not a really punchy flavor. It's just this really light, really sweet flavor. I love the texture of those two together. The cake is so soft and so moist, but then you get this like chew of the fudge. Almost helps the experience last longer. It's strange because the flavors of the Biscoff meld so well with the flavors of the pandan because it's not overpowering. And so you get the Biscoff kind of coating the dense, chewy fudge, and just, oh, my mouth is watering talking about it. You can taste the pandan, you can taste the Biscoff, but neither one of them is like bam in your face. It is so good. This cake is amazing. I couldn't fault the cake, but adding some textural variation, holy damn. I'm lost for words. Insane. I'm gonna collect myself, tidy this up, come back, we'll rate, review, and score the cake. This was phenomenal. It was insane. I looked at these and they just did not look like they belonged. Those stark color differences, textural differences, they just did not seem like they belonged on the same plate. Two different worlds. Man, did they melt. They were so good. That Biscoff Tres Leches is a phenomenal cake. It tastes so good. It tastes like Biscoff, but not overwhelmingly so. It's so creamy and so light and so moist. It's just, it falls apart in your mouth, but it has enough structure and texture that you're not just eating mush. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. I can't fault it. The fudge, the same. It's dense and chewy and fudgy. And then you get this vanilla pandan flavor. It's not this, whoa, in your face flavor. It's just this nice, mellow accompaniment to the fudge. And then you bring these two together, and because you have something that's not overwhelmingly Biscoff and not something that's overwhelmingly pandan, the two come together and they meld and merge and just elevate each other in this synergistic, symbiotic relationship. Flavor-wise, it's very, very sweet. You're combining a very sweet cake with fudge. It is overwhelmingly sweet. So I can't give it a perfect score, but damn close, 9.5 flavor. Now, texture cohesion. I actually thought these things went really well together. I was very hesitant to begin with, having this really soft, moist cake and then this dense fudge. I thought maybe having a texture variation might provide some fun and excitement. And I was right, but not in the way that I expected. It wasn't just the variation. Having that fudge, having that chew, something you had to work through while eating that cake, it allowed that soft, moist Tres Leches to survive on the palate for longer, extending of the enjoyment process. So texture was the best I think I've ever had. It had chew, it had moistness, it had creaminess, it had so many elements to texture. I can't fault it. So this, when it comes to texture, I gotta give it a 10. Flavor cohesion. Like I said before, these weren't super in-your-face flavors. They were these nice, mellow, vanilla-y, grass-like pandan, and then you've got this spiced Biscoff, which can be a strong flavor, but in the Tres Leches, there's so much going on that it is still there, but it's not oof in your face as well. So you have these two mellow flavors that come together, and instead of overpowering each other, they blend together and meld together and just form one experience. You couldn't tell apart the pandan from the Biscoff. You had one flavor in your mouth. So cohesion flavor-wise, I can't fault it because there was no difference between them. They were perfectly cohesive, so I've got to give it a 10. So overall, that gives us a 29.5 out of 30 or 9.8 out of 10. Now, gives us a new leader on our leaderboard, and deservingly so. This, I think, is the best cake we've made so far. Out of everything, something so unexpected, I did not think that this would come together this well. You guys have to make this cake. Make the fudge, make the Biscoff, put them together, try it. See what I'm talking about. Make one, make the other, see what you think. But together, these things create an experience that I've never had before. Well, that concludes the Biscoff Tres Leches with the Pandan Fudge, which means there's only one thing left to do, and that's roll for next week's cake. Now we're gonna do something a little bit differently this week. We were given a gift. Thank you, Sean. Our own custom roll for cake die. So let's make this a little bit more fun and interactive. Who wouldn't like to see me play with balls on the camera? So we'll spin it, I'll touch a number, and that's what we're gonna do. So for cake type, 6. Angel food, cake flavor. Banana, frosting type. 10. Russian buttercream, frosting flavor. Butterscotch. So we have a banana angel food cake with a butterscotch Russian buttercream. Let me know what you guys think about me rolling dice versus playing with balls. This is more fun, more interactive. We've got something fun coming our way. Banana angel food cake with a butterscotch Russian buttercream. I don't know how these are gonna go. Condensed milk and a buttercream, really dense, light angel food cake, banana. I can see these going well together. Not sure, but we will see. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Roll for Cake. It was a crazy one, best cake we've ever made. Please make this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay up to date for all of my new videos coming out. And next week's video is gonna be a weird one as well, as they all are, but we'll see how it goes. See you in the next one.